Ah, it is time, yet again, to begin ranking all of the platforms of Greenpath. Oh dear lord. I'm also gonna, now that I think about it, I'm gonna edit the screen just ever so slightly. Is it the left side? There we go. And then, let's not follow the format perfectly. Fine, you know what? Hold on. Close. I'm gonna put it back. Because right now it doesn't fit perfectly onto OBS, which is slightly disheartening. But you know what? That's okay. We need some muzak. So here's what I'll do. What's it called? Uh, what's their name? Scurry. I think it was Scurry, or no, it was Blue. Blue released another video of, I think it's Greenpath. Not Greenpath, but I think he did Fungal Wastes. But since we are doing Greenpath, we might as well have this. We'll just keep this in the background. And I'll lower the volume just ever so slightly so you can hear my voice a little bit better. But yeah, obviously I will be linking his video into the description because it's just freaking awesome. Anyways, this is all of Greenpath right here. It's massively shrunken down. However, it's so big, right? It's literally such a large area. I am actually going to be splitting this up probably into multiple sections. I don't know how many sections, but just kind of looking at it, we have the beginning area, we have the the waterfall, we have this area up here, all the way over here, more over here, and then all the way over here, all the way over here, this giant middle area, this area over here, and this giant area towards the bottom over there. So yeah, there's an absurdly large amount of things to go through, and quite frankly, I don't want to have to do all of them today. So I'm gonna keep it a lot simpler. Here's what I'm thinking, right? I will do half of Greenpath, and I'm gonna keep it to the speedrun route, as far as I'm aware. So I'll do this in a separate color. Let's do one that's very easily seen, maybe bright pink. I think that'll be good. Let's see. I need to remember what the speedrun route entails, because there's a lot of Greenpath you don't see in the speedrun route. So I will basically try to, section off just the speedrun path, at least for any percent. Right, so for the speedrun for any percent, we basically go like this. We go this way, and I'm gonna make sure I try to get this as accurately as possible. Go here, and then keeping things out of bounds wise, right? You go here. Oops, that was bad. Go here. I don't want to cover up any platforms either, which is why I'm being as careful as I can. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let's decrease the size of this. That'll make it a lot easier. Let's go to like 3. Right, so we go here. I go this way. This is gonna be the cutoff. Over here. Go through here. This is a loading zone. Wait, hold on. Is this? I don't think there's any floating platforms there, so I'll draw the line through the loading zone. Right here. And then just to get as, a good amount of platforms in, I will judge this entire, middle section. Just this middle section, but I won't be going any lower. So right here, this is where we are going to draw the cutoff. And then we are going to go back up. I think this is just like a block of nothing, yeah. And then, haha. There we go. And this is how we're going to separate the two areas of Greenpath. I'm going to be ranking everything in the top half first. Alright, so this is going to be today. And this will be for next time. Alright. So now we have our two, like, separated sections. So... oh boy. This is going to be insane, because I do need to zoom in, and I believe originally, this is how big it is right now. I think Greenpath was originally like this big. I'm pretty sure it was originally that big. So let's go ahead and... uh-oh. Oh, it's loading. I was like, off onto the left side, I can see the loading bar. Like it's saying, we're still loading what you tried to do. Okay, there we go. Alright. So this is where we are going to begin. Oh, okay. There's a lot going on. There's like a lot. So let's get this over with. Actually, I'm gonna zoom out slightly more. Should we know? Let's zoom, yeah, this way. Okay. So, firstly and foremost, there's something I do need to specify about this area. And that first thing that I need to specify is the fact that on this map, I was following this map in terms of, you know, what counts as which area. In this map, this first area right here, this is technically still part of not Greenpath, the Crossroads. However, according to this map, it is part of Greenpath. And this loading zone right here, that is where our first, you know, on the live split, it says enter Greenpath. This is our transition into Greenpath. So technically, this part is going to be part of the Infected Crossroads, or, you know, the normal Crossroads. But I will still go ahead and, you know, rank all of these platforms. In the first area, we have quite a few. Obviously, this big boy right here is not going to count as a platform because there's multiple walkable surfaces. One right there, one here, and one there. So this, unfortunately, is not going to count. Now then, there's also something I do want to specify. These platforms right here, I will not be counting because they're not floating. So therefore, they're not going to be considered. The other ones, fair game. So, these guys. I like these guys. At least in the speedrun route, they're pretty good. This is pretty fun. They provide your first, like, genuine, real difficulty in terms of, oh, if I fall here, I'm actually just going to, you know, fall into acid. I'm going to take damage. So this is kind of like our introduction to, oh shoot, I need to, like, actually start platforming now. So this one, just as an introduction, I think this deserves a good 7. Same thing with this one, and this one. This one right here, this big platform right here, this is actually special. And the reason why is because you can jump from here to there using a fireball. Now, it's kind of hard to do, and, you know, it takes practice. I can't do it on my first try. I don't think I did. And I still have to practice doing it myself. But this one right here, this is a very nice platform because it also allows you to look down, and you have a safe spot right there, or you have a safe spot right here. So I think this is a good platform. I'm going to give this one a 9. I like this platform. This platform, also okay. Because on current patch, right, I don't have, or at least I don't really go for this fireball skip because I do require all 3 charges to beat the Elder Balder. In earlier patches, you probably could get away with it, but in this, you can't. So, here's what we're going to do. This platform right here, I'm going to give it a 7.5. This platform right here, I kind of don't like. Its only purpose is that if you fall down here, you have a way to get out. That's really about it. Other than that, it's just kind of aesthetic. So I feel like this one is worthy of 5.5. Not necessarily pure right in the middle, but in there, somewhere in there. The next platform, this one right here, this one's also pretty okay. I think this platform will get a 6.5. No, it's not necessarily cool or anything, it's just kind of required to move along. Because unless you do your fireball skip, you have to go from here to there. So it's just kind of cool, I guess. So that's where I think that stands. So these are all technically part of the Crossroads. So I don't really want to consider this one there, but it is here. Alright, from here, we have our main area of the game, or at least the main area of Greenpath. There are quite a bit of platforms here. Our first one, as you walk in, is going to be here to here, and then you have one of two options, one of those two platforms up there. This first platform is, required to move along, so it's going to get a slightly higher rating, but I think right now, it's really only worth about a 6.5. You just need it to move along. Doesn't really do a whole lot. This platform right here, it's not bad. It's got some birds on it, which is, always a treat. So I think this is a not bad platform. I think this platform deserves a 6.5 as well, but its main purpose is for you to go over here, which I believe there is a Geo Rock over there. So that's really all that it is. I don't like how grainy this is. I'm gonna make it smaller. Maybe that'll make it easier. And we wait for it to render. There we go. Oh, it made it not worse. But it didn't make it better. That's fine. This platform right here is also pretty good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop the music for that. Just in case. I don't want Blue to get on my bad side, obviously. However, I will put the actual, Greenpath music in the background. So I'm gonna quickly run to Greenpath in-game via no clip, and then I'll come back here. Oops. Accidentally closed. Not closed, but minimize that. Go here, and then we'll very quickly head to Greenpath. Let's see. Cheats, no clip. Alright, let's go. But yeah, just to have some kind of background noise, because obviously it can get a little bit quiet, and it makes it a little bit uncomfortable, so we're just doing this. And yes, I'm in the Coliseum of Fools. I have yet to count all the things in Coliseum of Fools because of Pantheon 3, basically. So, yeah. So yeah, for me, there's some unfinished business in Pantheon 3. And that one I want to do by... That one's going to take a while. Let me just put it that way. Alright, to Greenpath. There we go. Let me just make sure that nothing here is going to kill me. There we go. Alright. Back to our rankings. Alright, from here, there's a couple of platforms. A lot of them are going to be, odd-looking platforms, but there's still floating platforms to be sure. I just realized I didn't rank this one. This one I think is cool. It has a little infected guy, which is not cool. I'm going to give this one a straight 6. It's not bad. These guys, well, they're really only here for aesthetic reasons. This guy, however, this mossy guard, I don't know his name, he can get kind of annoying. So, really, this platform right here, I'm going to give this one... I'm going to give it a 5.5. Main reason is because as you're running this way, this guy will charge at you. You have to jump over him, but sometimes you can still get hit because it's a very low ceiling. Not fun. These guys, they're all just kind of optional. And so, at least for a speedrunner, for a casual, it might be, cool because you can, go back. But I feel like it's not that great. It's just kind of there. So I think all of these will get a pure average of 5s. This one, I think I can only justify a 5.5. It's just kind of there to move on as well. It's not a whole lot happening. Now then, this one right here is actually unique. And the main reason is because this is a floating platform. It's not connected into the acid and does not actually go into the ground, unlike something like this one, which has not only multiple walkable surfaces, but it kind of connects into the ground. This one is its own individual floating thing. And so because of that, I think it's pretty cool. I want to give this one a 6.5, just because it's unique. We actually will be finding quite a bit of these types of platforms in this area because this area is weird. I'll just say that. This platform, again, it's really only necessary to either go up here or to progress. But either way, it's not that impressive. This one I think gets a 5.5. This one I think will get a pure 5. And this one, oh shoot, I don't remember. Does this one have multiple? Let's go check. I have the ability to go check. Let's go check if that one actually is a floating platform, as well as having only one walkable surface. I kind of forgot. So let's go check. Traveling along. One more loading zone. Okay, maybe not one more loading zone. I forget how long Greenpath is. It's so long. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, no, yeah. This one definitely has more than one walkable surface. So unfortunately, this one right here, it's right there. I couldn't really tell just by the visuals because it's a little bit grainy. But, yeah, there's two walkable surfaces. Not counting as a walkable or isolated individual platform. However, in the next area, there are quite a few of them. And this is where it's going to get a little bit strange, because, yeah. I'll just put it that way. In this area, we have a bit of floating platforms. There's one right here, one right here, one here, one here. We have the big boy in the middle. We have one here for some reason, I guess, to climb up here to go up there. And that's it for this area. Oh yeah, this one as well. We have two big boys and a bunch of little small ones. So these are all the floating platforms in this area. It's not easy to see, I know, I'm sorry. I will probably leave at least these ones up so you can see them. The other ones are pretty obvious, but yeah. All of these ones, I think, should get the same rating. I think I'm going to give them all 6s. And the reason why is also because, you know, you probably think, why not give them all 5s? Well, it's because this one has a bench. There's a little bench here. And so because of that, this one will get an 8. And this one, it's just kind of there. It's nice, it's aesthetic, but that's about it. 6.5. And that's all the things in that area. This area, oh boy. Oh boy, there's a lot. There's a lot. But I'm not going to be going down there. That's too much. There's too much in that area. At this point in the game, or I guess in this area, you'll notice that there is going to be a lot of strange, like, circumstances. Because we have the most amount of long boy platforms. Like this one right here. Yada 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 yada. This is a very, very long platform. And it's floating. So it counts. Only one walkable surface, not connected to any walls or floors or any other ledges or walkable surfaces. This counts. There's a lot of these kinds in Greenpath. That's what's going to make this place both really strange, but also kind of cool. It's like this one right here. This one's like a small one, but it's still one, you know, in of itself. This one I actually kind of like. It just kind of, well, not really. I think this one just gets a 5. It's purely average. This one, I guess, is okay. Its real only purpose is to get back this way. Because no one really wants to go this way. At least in the speedrun route, we don't go that way. I go this way. And then I go this way. So I feel like this one is more important than this one. This one, however, it's okay. I'd say it's about a 5.5. This one I feel like is a 4 at best. This one, shoot. I don't even think there's anything up here other than a moss creep. This is just kind of a empty filler thing. It's just kind of there for aesthetic reasons. So, the fact that it's a long boy, but there's not really much going on, 5.5. These ones also, the ones on the top part, I think these ones will also get a 5.5. There's really nothing special about them. The only thing that's nice about these platforms is the fact that you get to avoid this guy. But then you have to face a squid, which is arguably, you know, better, but kind of a hassle as well. This one, though, this is our real long boy. This one, I think, is going to get a good 6.5. Just for the sheer size of it. Both of these platforms, well, this platform here is actually kind of important. If you go down this way, you actually can't jump that distance. You have to dash, or if you don't have dash, you go down there and you go there. But this platform, very useless. It's, why is it there? 2. This one, though, 4.5. I think that's a very fair assessment. Alright, moving along into the next portion of the area. We have quite a bit, actually, in this place. More than you'd think, and more than, honestly, I'd like. There's one down here. Its sole purpose is so that you can, you know, fall down into this area, beat up the moss creeps, and get some geo. And then, you know, get yourself back out. That's really the only purpose of this one. So this one, I think, purely average. Has its benefits, doesn't really have many, you know, benefits. So, I think a 5 is just. This little boy right here, he's nice. That's about it. I think 5.5, because in a speedrun route, you do jump onto here to go here. Where this platform comes in. This platform is both really good and really bad. In case you don't know your, you know, speedrunning tech, in this area right here, there is a fireball skip, which is being able to go that way. Wait, did I skip the first fireball skip? Oh yeah, here's our first fireball skip, to go from here to there. A lot of people can do it in 2 or 3. I'm trying to consistently get it in 2. Very few people can get it in 1. But basically, there's another one over here, where, you know, if you jump right at the edge, and then you shoot fireballs in the opposite direction, you can land over here. However, it's very hard. And this one specifically is hard for me, because I constantly bonk my head right here. So this one, speedrunners love. However, for ye average person, it's just kind of there. So I think a very just, you know, ranking of this platform is an 8.5. I think that is fair. This platform, I hate. But it does give you access over here, which gives you more access to money. So it does have some kind of use, as much as I don't like it. So I think this one will get 6.5. It has benefits. It has benefits. Even if I wish that this little bit right here could be just nudged over slightly. I wish. This platform right here, you're gonna see a lot of these kinds. Theoretically, yes, it's a floating platform, if you remove the acid. And because the acid is there, it is not going to be categorized as an individual, floating platform. It's floating in the acid, yes, but we're not going to count it because of the fact that, you can't go around it. A lot of these platforms are going to be a little bit up for debate, especially ones like these ones. But I think this one is fair because, it's not floating out in the air. So, some of these are going to be up for debate. If you disagree, well, I'm sorry. If you have a better ruling set, please let me know so I can see and try to adapt. But we're not going to be ranking this one. So we're going to move along forward. This is our next floating platform. If you had done the second, fireball skip, you would land over here. This platform right here, pretty good. Not bad. It's okay. Get to immediate access up here to continue moving on forward in the game. But really, this is also kind of a odd section. This is the only section in all of Greenpath that's really, closed off, that has that almost City of Tears, almost Crossroads-esque aesthetic. So, the fact that this one has both, I think, is cool. I'm going to give this one a 7. Pretty nice. We have a succession of 2 small platforms right here. Both of these platforms are lame. They're just there so you can progress. That's it. Pure average, 5. This one and this one. These ones? Oh, well, this one actually has 2 walkable surfaces. So technically this is not its own individual floating platform, so I'm not going to rank that one. However, I'm going to be ranking this one, which, counts. And I'm actually going to consider this one in relationship to this platform over here, because there is another speedrun trick. You can hit the guy, one of these guys, usually it's this guy, the one on the right, this guy, to dash off the ledge, drop, and you yourself will pogo off of him. This is the strat that I use a lot because I fail the fireball skip. So because of that, it's actually not supremely hard. It's pretty cool, and it's not, it's relatively easy compared to a lot of this other speedrunning tricks. So this one, I think, gets a good 8. But you do feel a little bit embarrassed when you do miss it, because you're like, oh shoot, I missed. Now I have to make the walk of shame over here all the way around. So I think an 8 it would be just. Oh boy. This area. We're going to start bottom up because I think that'll be easier. Thankfully, a lot of these platforms do have multiple levels, so a lot of them aren't going to be counted. But we're just going to go ahead and rank a bunch of these ones based purely on, I need this one to progress. So let's get those out of the way. Like this one. Say 5. All of those ones will get a 5. Unless they have some kind of special, thing going on with them. They're just whatever platforms. So a lot of these will be getting 5s. However, not all of them will be getting 5s. I'm going to give this one a 5.5 because it's a long boy. I know there was one down here, but that one's lame. This one's cool. Don't ask why, because I don't know. This one, yeah, that's a 5. This one's a 5. This one's a 5. I'm going to give this one a 4. Mainly because in speedruns, when you go down speedruns, you can jump down here, 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 here. But this guy, this Gruz, the Gruzling, is always at that, nearby that platform, and can hit you. Because by the time you run from here, to here, to here, to here, he's going to be shooting out little acid spits. And sometimes it can hit you if you're not paying attention. And therefore, this gets a 4. Likewise with the platform right above it, this one right here. This one will also get a 4 because if you get hit by it, you can just fall straight down and, yeah, it ruins your run. This one will get a 5. This one will get a 5.5. It's a very large one platform, but that's really about it. It's cool. It's long. Gets a 5.5. Now that we're in here, this platform up here, well, this whole entire area up here is almost pointless. If not for the fact that there's lifeblood and lore. Both of which are excruciatingly important in this game. So, because of that, you will get a 6. Nothing higher. I could agree to do a 5.5 or a 5. But outside of that, yeah, it's just kind of there. Moving along with the intended path. There is this platform. Its only purpose is to be jumped upon. That gets a 5. This gets a 5. Like, they're just there. You jump here, you jump there, you go up there. You jump here, you go here, you go over there, and you go up there. That's it. Now this area is actually kind of cool. I like this area. This, I don't exactly remember what goes over here, but there's a bunch of like this area, which really looks like the crossroads area. However, there's still a lot of platforms to be had. All the intermission platforms over here, I think, deserve a 5, because they're really only there just so you can move on to the next part. I'll give that one a 5. I'll probably also give that one a 5, just because, you know, not that cool. However, this is where the real stuff comes in. This one can get a 5. This one will get a 5. This one will get a 5. But this is probably one of the first, like, boss platforms. There is a Vengefly King up here, who's currently consuming Zote. And is one of the banes of my existences, because this is the Eat Me 2% boss. And you have to die to him. It can get very annoying, because technically I have the world record, for lack of, you know, evidence. So there's this. But this platform is our first, like, real boss platform. This is cool. I like this one. Especially for new players, you recognize, oh shoot, this guy's coming at me. So you jump over him. And you realize this is your platform. This is your base. Everything here is now yours. And you're trying to defeat this guy. This platform, good platform. 9. Actually, I'm going to give it a 9.5. Because it's also one of the first, you know, boss platforms in the entire game. You don't realize it, but it's important. I think a 9.5. It's definitely not the perfect platform, but it's a good platform. In this area, oh gosh, there's a lot. Again, a lot of these are just kind of there. Some of these are probably going to get less than a 5. Just because, like, if they weren't there, you have no way of proceeding or going backwards. But outside of that, it's just kind of there. So, like this one, our first one, I think this is going to get a 4. It's not that cool. It's not that important. This one gets a 4. These ones will get a 5. I'm actually going to give all of these ones a family of 5.5s right here. Because it allows you to skip the mossy vagabonds. And that's nice. This platform, I don't even know why this platform is here. 1. I mean, I know why it's there, so you can go down this way, but like, outside of that, it serves absolutely no purpose. These platforms get a 5. And this platform, this big boy, he's cool. He's aight. 6. Now then, there's this thing. This platform that is cuttable. I'm not going to count this as a floating platform because 1, it doesn't float, and 2, technically it is suspended mid-air, so we're not really going to rank that one entirely. I guess if you really want a proper rating for this semi-floating platform, I'm going to give it a T out of 10. Because it's temporary. However, platforms like this, they are eternal. And this platform also gets a 5. Pure average, just because it's only needed to get out of here. That's it. There's this platform. I both love and hate this platform. Just because, like, they really could have just made a ledge here. And so you could just jump here, there. But they had to make it a platform that you could overshoot or undershoot. It's just kind of annoying. That's only my own personal pet peeve, though. Pure 5. Pure average. I think in here, where the Hornet fight is, where you actually get your first upgrade of the game, well, second. It should be your second upgrade. You should already have the Vengeful Spirit. But the Mothwing Cloak, I don't think there's any float. Oh, there's our couple. There's a couple here. There's 2 here. I don't think there's one over here, because you can just jump, dash, over there. However, both of these, again, they're whatever. 5. 5. And that seems to be it for this part of the area. However, there is more. Let's go ahead and bring it on over. In this area, there is technically some more. As you zoom across, I think there's one. Yes, there is one over here. Right, so this is the Lake of Un. Once you get Crystal Dash, or Isthmus here, you can go all... Actually, you do need Isthmus here anyway, so you need at least Isthmus here. You go here, and then you traverse through the area to meet Un herself. And in Un, I guess maybe not in Un, but like in the Lake of Un, she will give you the shape of Un, which allows you to transform into a snail while healing, which allows you to move around slightly. Pretty good, especially for beginner charms. That is very, very nice. It lowers your hitbox, you get to survive longer, a little bit more. Really good. I think it's also really well used against the Mantis Lords because you can low profile their attacks. Now then, the one platform in this area is actually this one. This is the only platform in the entirety of the Lake of Un. But because it's so special, right? Technically this one we're not going to count either because it is technically attached to the wall, but it's a breakable wall. So maybe this one will get a... This will get an M out of 10, so for maybe. And this one, this is a cool platform. A lot of people will forget about this platform, but it's a nice platform. This one's gonna get an 8.5. I wanted to give it a 9, but I thought there's really nothing really going for it, so I think a 9 would be too high. But that is the only platform in this entire portion. So back to the main area. Oh boy. Oh, it's very grainy to look at. But there are 3 platforms here. There's one here, and then one there. These 3 platforms, they're nice. You need them to go back up unless you have Mantis Claw, but yeah, they're just kind of average. A lot of these, you know, platforms in this area are very, very average. They're just kind of there. Now these platforms, these are cool platforms. They do provide a nice little playground, especially with the squits who are trying to, you know, zoom at you. A lot of these platforms do provide a nice little challenge, because it's like, oh, I want to stay at my, you know, relative height level, but I have to avoid or beat up these guys, and so it can provide a nice little challenge. So with these ones, at least, maybe not like this one, maybe like this one, I'll give a 5.5. That's a terrible 5. This one, oh, maybe a 5.5 as well. This one, probably a 5 because there's really nothing over here. Unless you're going here to there. No one's using that platform, let's be real. We have our next long boy. And this long boy, 6. Again, there's really nothing going for it. That's about it. This one, unfortunately, does have 2 separate walkable surfaces, so I can't be using that one. This one is okay. It has a Geo Rock right next to it, so that makes it nice. So I'll give it a 6. But that's about it. This one gets a 5, this one gets a 5, that one also gets a 5. A lot of these are getting 5s just because there's no way to progress without them, and that's why they're getting such low ratings. Okay, actually that wasn't that bad. I actually flew through this way faster than I thought. Maybe I can do all the things. Yeah, let's try. I will also go ahead and erase this pink line in the middle. I also just realized that technically there's no eraser option in this in this. So I'm just gonna have to do what I can. There we go. Don't judge me. I do what I can. Actually, what am I doing? I can just use this. The line tool. Makes it a lot faster. Hoi. And now it actually looks like there's loading zones there, which makes it relatively cooler. Yeah, I think I can actually do all of Greenpath today. It's not going to be too bad. And, well, that's the beginning parts. Actually, is there anything else over there? I forget. Oh, there is more over here, isn't there? Yeah, there's more. I forgot. Hey. Just don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I didn't cover up any platforms. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Gosh, where to do this? Oh yeah, I should probably get rid of this then. Haha. So let's increase the size again. There we go. Come on. Alright. Okay. Let's take care of the easy parts first. Like the very easy parts. Like this long hallway over here. In this long hallway, there's not a whole lot. And this is actually where we have to debate again. There are technically no platforms in this part right here. And the reason why I say technically is because we have this, but there is thorns growing from the side. So, yeah, I don't know. With these ones, however, I will... how about this? We'll do it in a different color. I'll do red. Because the hurt boxes for spikes is red in the game, so I think this will be just. These guys, all four of these, theoretically, platforms, I actually do like them. I might give them 7 out of 10. For this guy, that guy, as well as this entirety of this platform. So, the ones with spikes, maybe platforms? Maybe not. I'm leaning towards not, but, you know, kind of. Then we have this platform. This lonesome platform. This platform is not going to count because not only is there no walkable surface, but it is attached to the floor. So that one does not count. This one, it's all alone. It's actually not even that important. And you know what they say? 1 is the loneliest number. I actually don't know anyone who's ever said that. But its sole purpose is so that you can crystal dash to there. But that's it. Likewise, all of these are connected to the floor. Yada, yada, yada. Can't do those. And that's where we get to this one. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only individual floating platform in this room. This room is where you can find Shio, as well as the Nail Master, for the happy couple percent. Wait, hold on. No, that's the thing. Okay. So this lonesome one as well. Again, it's not that great. However, it's a little bit better than the one we just saw. So maybe I'll give this one a 2. I think that's completely fair. Oops. That's what I meant to do. Alright. Moving back to where we were. Over here. Both of these two platforms, right here and there, I think they're just kind of whatever. Both of them, 5s. This one right here, also pretty whatever. Its only purpose is for you to jump up there to go back up there. That's about it. Alright, let's move along. Okay. This is where things are going to get confusing. And believe me when I say, it's going to get very, very confusing. Specifically in this room right here. This room right here. There's something going on in this room, and I need to explain what's happening. I'll rate the other platforms. There's one here. It's nice. This one is also a pretty big platform, but it's pretty cool. I'll give it a 5.5. There's this platform, which is literally just whatever. This platform is connected over here, so technically this is not a floating platform. But then we have this one. This is the longest individual floating platform, I believe, in the entire game. You know, outside of the Dreamnail. This platform, however, there's an issue with it. And I will show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to go there in-game, and I'm going to explain why this platform has a couple of complications with it. Let me see if I can get there as fast as possible. Actually, let's not use no clip. There's too many obstacles in this area for me to accidentally hit. Here, allow me to show you. Okay, so here's also one of them that we kind of discussed about earlier. This platform right here is an individualized floating platform. However, you know, you can't really go beneath it. So, yeah. I don't know why I can go beneath here, now that I think about it. That's a little strange. But technically it is floating, but the acid does overlap it. And I feel like that in of itself is good enough reason to say no. Okay, this is the place that we are currently looking at. I'm just gonna delete all enemies. There we go. So as you can see, I do have all of the hitboxes and hurtboxes shown. So you can see, oh, floating platform. This is a respawn point. And you can see this guy over here. The acid down here is in red. You can kind of go around it. And so you can see all the little platforms. You can also come over here and see this one does not count because it does go into there, connected to the ground, as well as these ones. These ones, well, this one does not count. However, these ones will count. The one above me does not count. This one, right? If I go back to the drawing board, right? If I were to look at it, this one would be the longest one. However, not quite. Because it's not a floating platform with only one walkable ledge. So we have this one over here. And we have this one over here. I believe both of them are the same size. But one of them is a good platform. The other one is not a good platform. Allow me to show you. This one right here. This is the one towards the right. This is a good platform. If I look at it, it's nice and straight. It's a good platform. Technically, it's attached to another entire platform. But it's one continuous walkable surface. This is a good platform. It's also, I'm pretty sure, to be the longest platform in the game. This one to the right, we're already at the right. I think it's going to get a 9. I think it's worthy of it. While the other ones, yeah, there's really not much going about them. They just get a 5. It's literally just like, they're just there, essentially. However, the other platform that has contender to be the longest platform, there is an issue with it. And I don't know if you can spot it. Take a look at this platform, right? Take a look at this platform. What about it makes it so wrong? Can you tell what about this platform is wrong? Or what about this platform is not good? Because I don't blame you at all if you can't tell. Just like the other platform, it's very long, technically attached to two surfaces. You can traverse underneath it and above it. It's everything a floating platform should be. Except for this little bit right here. If you... Here, let me zoom in. How do I zoom in? Visuals. I'm gonna zoom in. Page up. Should be this one. I'm zooming in a lot. But take a look right here. Right there, right there, right there. Oh, of course that's going. There's that little dot of a speck right here. Do you see that? That's a platform. Allow me to show you. Right? This little speck right there, that technically counts as a platform. But you will never, ever see this unless you somehow manage to get here, like, intentionally. I found this out by accident because I did this. Okay, actually, let me zoom out some. I only found that by accident because I think I was going here. I fell, but then I wanted to land on this platform, missed, and landed here. What's its purpose? Why is it here? Why is this something I can stand on? So, here's what I'm going to do. This entire platform right here, I don't know if I'm supposed to rate it or not. Because technically, this platform is inside of this platform. What do I do? I'm confused. And obviously, you might say, oh, that's a 10 out of 10 right there. I don't know. Like, genuinely, I don't know. So, on the rating, I'm simply just gonna... I'm just gonna go with my gut. This big platform, you know, it can be cool. What the heck? What? How did I get pushed off? Wait, hold on, what? Did I do something to cause it to push me off? Oops. Well, yeah, I'm being pushed off by something. Wait, let's go back. Yeah, I fell into the water. Oh, I'm moving! I'm moving! Wait! Wait! That's not a platform. That's a slope. Wait, I have made discoveries. Like, straight up. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Right here? It's extremely hard to see, but can you tell that I'm moving tiny, tiny pixels amount? That's so strange. More. I need more. Like, take a look. I'm moving, like, literal less than pixels. I am moving nanometers. Oh, that's so strange. Wait, that means that technically does not count as a floating platform. That's a slope. Huh. You know what? I have an idea then. Here is what I'll do. On this... I'm in black. I want this color. This whole big platform, I'll give it an 8. This thing right here, I'm gonna give it an S out of 10. Because technically, it's a slope for an S, but also no one's ever going to see this. Naturally. So I'm gonna give it an S out of 10. I think that is very much fair. Alright, moving on to the next areas. Let's go up. Into this area. In this area, there's not really a whole lot. Technically, there's this guy. Technically. I will double check, though, to make sure that this is a loading platform that's not actually connected to the ledges or to the walls. It's only surrounded by... what's it called? The things. Yep. If you take a look at Hollow Knight... Oops. Look at Hollow Knight. It's its own individual platform. It's just connected to the spikes. So, I think this one will get... what should I give this one? Question mark out of 10. I don't know. Is it worthy of one? I don't know. Maybe. But then we have this guy. This guy is nice. 6.5. Alright. There are quite a few platforms up here. There's not a lot, but there are some. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this down a little bit, just so we can see all of them. But again, a lot of these are really just, you know, to get to the next area. Except for this guy. I'm going to give that one a 4. He's only here to help you get out. That's really about it. And also because there's a squid. That squid can get annoying. So I'm just going to leave it as such. This guy, also a 5. He's just there just to help you move on. And yeah, that's really about it. Also, I'm getting annoyed from hearing the charge of Lumaflies. There we go. Alright, moving along in this area. Oof. Oh wow, we actually did a lot of this area already. Ooh, are we almost done with this entire area? I was flying through this. Let's take a look up here. This is where originally... No, I covered it in black, unfortunately, because I'm technically drawing on this layer. But this is where our first, like, fireball skip is. If you go down, there are a bunch of more platforms. A lot of these are okay. However, they do provide a nice platforming segment, especially if you're trying to go upwards. So, a lot of these I think will be earning a 5.5 instead of a 5, just because it can be a little bit nice. I don't like this one, but it's necessary. Now, I think that's all for this area. They're all just kind of 5s. They're just there. There's a lot of platforming segments in this place, but a lot of them aren't that great or fun or really that important. Just kind of there. This area. Once again, we have this thing. We have a couple more temporary out of 10s, because they're technically floating, but they will be attached to the ground after you release them. So there's this guy, and there's that guy. This one's nice. I'll give it a 6. It does allow you to get out of here. This one is also kind of required. I'll give this one a 6 as well, because you have to go up here to cut this one, so that you can jump here to get in there. Without that, you will not be able to proceed. So it does teach you a little bit about the game, which is really nice. Both of these ones, also 6. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We got some more temporary out of 10s. Just like this guy. There is a platform, 2 platforms actually. One here and one there. Both of them, well, at least I think there's a platform there. Let me just double check in Hollow Knight that there is a platform there. Ah, come on, let's go. I have to get there. It takes so long to get there. Okay, we're there. Just making sure in this area that that is a platform. So I want to make things as accurate as possible. Okay, yeah, there is a platform here. There's also a platform there. Just making sure. Both of these platforms, not that great. I want to give this one a 4.5. And the main reason why I want to give it a 4.5 is mainly because you can just jump, pogo, and then just go up here. It's not that hard. I think I can do it right now. Actually, wait. You don't even need to pogo. You can just jump. Well, I guess in that case, you're staying a 4. Likewise with this platform right here. What's the point? Why is it there? It's just kind of there. The only purpose of it is to be annoyed by this squid. 3. You got some more temporary out of 10s. This platform right here is okay. It's nice. I actually do think this one's kind of important. I'm gonna give it a 5.5. It's so that you can cut this temporary platform, which will, you know, it'll land here, but it allows you to jump here to jump there, which will give you access to the grub. And that grub, very nice. So this one, 7. 7 out of 10. These other platforms are just kind of whatever. I'll give this one a 5. I'll give this one also a 5. And we have some spikes. That's really all that's happening. Another temporary out of 10. This one is also another temporary out of 10. And then we have this guy. And then we have more area. However, we are almost done. In this little segment, we have another temporary out of 10 over here, and another one over here. But at least this temporary out of 10 provides you to the access to the grub. Which is why, to go back away from the grub, these guys are going to get 6s. This one will get a 6.5. The others, well, they're just kind of there for platforming sake. Nothing very special. This one is completely pointless. 5, 5. That's really all for this area. Moving into this area. Right now we're joining in the middle. These guys are actually kind of good. I actually really like these platforms because it introduces you... This is where you're supposed to be introduced to these enemies, the Gruzzers. And... Or not the Gruzzers, the Blobble. Is it Blobble or is it Obble? I don't remember. But these guys can get very annoying very quickly because they shoot in an X pattern, as you can see here. But because of these platforms, they can actually block them. So when you're first fighting these guys, they can get very annoying until you realize I can plan around this. I think these guys will get a 6.5. They provide a nice little challenge for platforming, but they also provide you some beneficial platform coverage, which is always good in this game. Oh boy, we still have, oh, so much to go. Oh shoot, I forgot, there's no eyes room. Alright, this platform, 5. Its whole purpose is for you to get out of there. That's it. Again, 5, 5. A lot of these are just kind of there. I will get to no eyes. I'll be doing this afterwards, because there are a lot of platforms in there as well. Over here, I want to give all these 5s, except for this one. This one gets a 6, because you can just jump dash over here, which is nice. And believe it or not, there is one platform right here. It's really hard to see in the screenshot, but when you go there, there is actually a platform there. This platform, again, its whole purpose is so that you climb out. But really, in Hollow Knight, when are you really exiting the same way you entered? I feel like it's very rare. This one, I'm gonna give it a 4. Whatever. These platforms. The only reason why you would want to use these platforms at all is to get to reach this soul totem. That's really about it. There. I'll just do 5 for the entire thing. But why do that when you can pet the mossy boy? Get your priorities together. Think. What's more important? Soul or petting the moss boy? There is a correct answer to this. In the next room, there's not a whole lot going on. We have some platforms, and that's really about it. And this platform right here, oh shoot, I don't know. Oh shoot, I don't know. I need to go check. I don't know if this one is a individual platform or if it has multiple layers to it. I will have to go check. I am here, and it looks like this is a 2 platform. It appears as though there's one here and one here. So unfortunately, this one will not count. You disappointed me. Again. Most of these other ones, they provide a nice, like actually just like a nice challenge for platforming. So I think most of these ones are going to get a 6. Just because like everything else here is acid. And unless you have Isthmus here, it can be a little bit intimidating. So I think these are fair to say. These actually provide some good amount of challenge. 6. We have a couple more temporary out of 10s. And I think these should be the last of the temporary out of 10s. I think there's one more to the right. But we can focus. We can focus on that one a little bit later. Yeah, here he is. Right here. Alright. That is all of the platforms over there. Wait, is that it? No, surely that can't be it. Wait, is that it? Did I just do all of Greenpath? Hold on. I'm double checking. Every main area. I just want to make sure is accounted for. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I guess I did. I mean, to be fair, a lot of them were 5s just because, you know, they're necessary platforms to move along. Or they're not that cool. To be completely fair. However, even though I did the entire area, there's still technically 2 locations left. One of them is No Eyes, who I will be zooming on over because unfortunately there's no place for No Eyes in the screenshots. So we'll go there in-game. And I'll give you my individual ratings of each one as I go through it. Alright, so I'm just using no clip. Let's head on over. Alright, we'll enter. And this is the arena for No Eyes. There are quite a bit of platforms in here. I'm just kind of flying around, but you can kind of take a note. There is a lot. There's none in this room, thankfully. There is a ledge up here, though, which I fail to understand why. But we have a lot of platforms. Obviously, this entire little area, there are none. The main arena, there's a lot. And just to get to the main arena, we have another 2. So, just to kind of... I won't be able to write them down. But for these 2 ports right here... Oh, should I need to turn no clip off? These 2 platforms, they teach you, especially if you don't have the Lumify Lantern yet, you'll realize, oh no, I can't do this area yet. And so you'll think, oh shoot, I need to come back here. But this is your first immediate realization of, oh, there's spikes, and if I go over here, now what? You fumble your way through. Oh, these platforms are nasty. Both of these platforms, I think, deserve a 6. Okay, sorry. Getting some water. However, all of these platforms, they can, you know, be relatively really annoying. Because, in case you haven't realized, this is the arena for No Eyes, right? Let me see. Is it possible for me to fight No Eyes? Let's see. I don't know what respawning Ghost did. No spawn. Oh, really? Not even here? Oh, sad. Oh well. Well, anyways. Not all platforms are built the same. Some of them are a little bit skinnier, some of them are a little bit wider. However, there's also the issue that not all spawn locations for No Eyes is the same either. No Eyes can spawn, I believe, here, 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 and somewhere in this area. So not all of them are actually that beneficial either. So I'm gonna go from, you know, bottom to top, just explaining why each one should get the rating that they deserve. This one right here, I think should get a 7. You can hit her here if she spawns somewhere else. Very easy to move around. Likewise for this one, it's going to be a little bit symmetric. This one will get a 7. These two small platforms, however, on the sides, they will get a 6. And the reason why is because I'm pretty sure No Eyes can spawn, like, overlapping on this platform. And therefore, not only can you not stand on it, but every time you hit, you know, No Eyes while overlapping with this platform, you'll get pushed back. Because, as of right now, I have steady body, but most people don't have that yet. So you'll get pushed back. Both of those will get a 6. This is the center platform. If you have absolutely no idea where No Eyes is, and you're trying to just avoid the ghosts as a whole, this platform is your best friend. Platform. Obviously, this part right here, this is your actual best friend. No matter where you are in the fight, no matter how far into the fight you are, this part right here, no ghosts will ever hit you. So that's always a safe spot. This is probably your second safe spot outside of this one right here. So in that retrospect, both of these platforms, I think will get an 8 because they're so easily maneuverable. You can go anywhere from either platform. You need to go up, easy. You need to go down, also easy. You see the light of the No Eyes spawning somewhere else, easy, just move around. So these two platforms right here, easy 8s. This platform, probably a 6. It's not that important, not that great. Its real purpose is just so they can go here to here. But if you have Mantis Claw, skip that step. This platform up here is also kind of necessary, but kind of not. I want to give this one a 5.5, mainly because you're so far away from the fight. Also, this is right here. This is where the ghost starts spawning, which means if you're too close and you're not paying attention, you get hit pretty easily. You get hit pretty easily without you knowing. So 5.5. Likewise for this one right here, 5.5. Not that great. These two platforms, I'll probably rank them together because I think No Eyes can spawn right here. They're just okay. I think both of them should get a 6.5. They're okay. And I think that just about does it for No Eyes. So let's go back to good music, where it's not silence and creepy. Alright, this is good. Okay, now then, there is only one platform left. Oh, where'd I go? There is only one platform left in this area. And let me tell you, this platform is our first 10 out of 10 platform. I'm going to bet, like I would be willing to bet money on this, that less than 5% of everyone who's ever played Hollow Knight has seen this platform. I am willing to bet money on this. Just by looking at this map of, Greenpath, where the heck do you think that 10 out of 10 platform even is? Right? We have the beginning parts, the middle parts, the lower parts. There is only one spot that I have not actually looked at yet. And that spot is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in physically on the... There we go. Right here. Actually, I'm gonna wait for it to... There we go. In here, the hunter lives, I suppose. There is one platform here, in this entire room. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck? This room does not look like that. This room, looks like this. Well, that's because you need to have every single enemy registered in your journal, Hunter's Journal, to get access to the remainder parts of this entire room. It took me a couple of hours, even when I'm cheating, to do this. So I'm gonna run there real quick, but let me show you it. Let me see. I believe it's over here. Yes, over here. So as you can see, I've already done this, but there's a giant hole that appears, and this is where, this is where the hunter usually is. But once you complete the entirety of the, the hunter's journal, once you get everything, and sorry, let me get the hitboxes out of the way so you can see them. Yeah, once you get all of these guys registered, you'll see in the bottom right corner that there's encountered and completed. And this is the hunter's mark, the mark of a true hunter. This is what you get for doing everything. You'll drop down here, and yeah, here he is. And there is actually secret, dream nail dialogue. However, you only have one opportunity to do it, and that is when you are first drop down into this area. If you don't do it, you'll never see his inner thoughts. But once you make it down here, there is one platform right here. This is the only platform in this room, and I am willing to bet money that less than 5% of every single Hollow Knight player has ever seen this platform ever. This is truly the most 10 out of 10 platform. So let's go ahead and put that in. This is a momentous occasion. This platform right here, our first true 10 out of 10 platform in the entire game. There aren't many. I think there's less than 6 in the entire game for me. But I would truly rank this one as a 10 out of 10 platform. If you have seen this platform, you have gotten the hunter's mark, you are probably the top 5% of completionists for this game. But yes, that was all of the platforms, all the floating platforms in Greenpath. Obviously, I got to skip around a little bit because, a lot of them are just kind of there for aesthetic reasons or other. So a lot of them were 5s, but we did have a couple of good ones. We had a slope platform that I just found out about. We had a 10 out of 10 platform. But this was good. I actually did not realize how quickly I could go through this. But anyways, I've been Facade, and I will continue to rank all the platforms in the game. If I missed one, let me know. Or if you disagree with one of the rankings, also let me know so that we can, reach some kind of common ground. Anyways, I've been Facade. I hope you have a good rest of your day or your night. This was, I believe, all 193 platforms in Greenpath.